This game is called Sudoku. It's my favorite game, probably. And no one actually taught me how to play. I've been playing for years. We used to play on a book. I'm sure people still do that, with a pencil, and you would erase. But we have technology now. So this is an easy mode. They also have medium, hard, and nightmare or expert. Those are usually the ones I play now. But I just want to give a quick tutorial on this because it's a really fun game if you like numbers, if you like patterns, which is one of my favorite things. All right, so you have here, I'm going to highlight. I'm going to use the highlighter. See where that 6 is highlighted? I'm going to use a highlight to indicate what I'm doing here. So each one of these cubes, big cubes that has little cubes in it, hold. So there's 9 big cubes that hold 9 little cubes in there. And each little cube and each big cube needs numbers 1 through 9. So you see here in this first cube, we have 2, 3, 6, 8, and 9. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9. So you need to get 1, 5, and 7 in this cube. Now, I know of 3 ways that you can try and figure out numbers. I'll explain my way. I had to kind of teach myself most of this, but you see here, you have one big cube that has 9 spaces. You can try and figure out how the rest of the numbers go in that cube by looking to these big cubes to the right and also the big cubes underneath each big cube. You can also try and figure it out. See up here to the left, see where I'm highlighting, and you go down. That's a blank, 9, blank, 8, 4, blank, 3, blank, and blank. You can go that way down, or you can go across. See the bottom going across? You can figure out that way. So each one of these columns going across and down, for each one, you can try and figure it out. All right, so let's start with the first cube at the top left. Now, the goal of the game is you cannot have the same numbers in the same row or the cube. So, for instance, in this cube up here where I'm highlighted, let's try and find a 1. Can you put a 1 in that cube? No, because that's a potential. So going down, you see there's no 1 there, and there's no 1 across, and there's no 1 in the cube, so that is a potential. So you put your 1 there as a potential 1. Doesn't mean a 1 goes there. Okay, so we already have a 2 in the cube, we have a 3 in the cube, a 4, we need a 5. Can you put a 5 in this cube or this cube? No, you cannot, because there's a 5 all the way over here to the right. That 5 blocks any of these cubes from being a 5. So we know for a fact that a 5 does not go in one of these cubes. So a 5 can only go in that cube right there. Okay, what else do we need? We need a 7. Can you put a cube here? A 7 in this cube? Possibly. So we'll put that, because there's no 7 going across, there's no 7 in the cube, and there's no 7 going down. So that's also a possible 7. So now we have in that one little cube, we have possibility of 1 or 7. What about this cube? Can you put a 7 there? No, because if you look down, see that 7? You can't put a 7 there. So what does that mean? A 7 can only go in that one cube. That means the only one left is a 1 there. Boom. Now you got your 1 score filled. Okay, let me show you a different way that you can also figure out the numbers. So you have your cubes. Okay, see this 8 where I'm highlighted? Okay, so that is a bottom row of the first cube. An 8 there. Look to the second cube right next door. See the 8 at the top? So that 8 is at the top of the row of that second cube. So you have an 8 in the first cube at the bottom row, second cube of an 8 at the top, third cube, that means logically only an 8 can go in one of these this middle row, because you can never put an 8 here at the bottom of the cube because an 8 to the left, and you can never put an 8 at the top of the cube because an 8 to the left. So logically you can only put an 8 here. So look down that row. Do you see any? No. So that means an 8 is a candidate. What about this one? Same thing. Only an 8 can be a candidate. Same thing. So those are potential 8s where those can go. Let me see if there's one here I can show you. Okay, see this 9 all the way over here to the left? Again, that's on the middle row. Jump over 2 cubes. See that 9 over there to the right? Where it's highlighted? That 9 is on the bottom row. So logically speaking, this 9 on the second cube can only go at the top. Now look at the pattern. See to the right, that's a 9 at the bottom row. The cube to the left of it, 9 at the top of the row, 9 over here in the middle row. So that's another way that you can figure it out. All right, let me show you how to go down so let's try, you can also figure out numbers going down the row. Okay, so here in this row where I'm highlighting, we have a 7, 9, 5, 8, 4, 3. So we need a 1, a 2, a 6, 1, 2, a 6. Yeah, we need a 1, 2, and 6. So let's look to this cube right here. Can you put a 1 there? Nope, because if you look all the way down this row, you see a 1 right there. You know for a fact a 1 does not go there. What about this one? Well, that's a potential 1, so you can put that there because there's no 1 to the right, and there's no 1 in the cube. What about there? No, you cannot put a 1 because the 1 all the way down. So you know for a fact only a 1 goes there. All right, so let's do the same. We need a 2. Can you put a 2 there? It's possible. So let's put a 2 candidate there. What about this one? Nope, can't put a 2 because the 2 all the way to the right. So you know for a fact only a 2 goes there. So that means only that can be a 6. So boom, look at that. You filled in a row, and you also put numbers in the respective cube. Let's try a different one. Let's see. Okay, let's try this one. 1 going across. You have a 1, 7, 9, 2, blank, 5, blank, blank, 6. All right, so you have a 1, you have a 2. We need a 3 going across. Can you put a 3? Let's go jump all the way to the right. Can you put a 3 in this square or this square? Nope. Why? Because there's a 3 already in this cube. That 3 in that cube immediately cancels out these 2. Because you cannot have the same number in the cube. So you know that only a 3 can go right there. Okay, so that takes care of the 3. 1, 2, 3. We need a 4. Can you put a 4 here? Possible, because there's no 4 going up. What about here? Also possible, because there's no 4 going up in that column. So those are candidates. Okay, what else do we need? We need an 8. Can you put an 8 there? Possible, because there's no 8 going up and there's no 8 in the big cube. So we put an 8 there. What about there? Also possible. So you can put, that's a candidate. That means it's a potential. So one of these 2 cubes can only have a 4 or an 8. You know what that means? That when you're trying to figure out this cube, this big cube here, you know for a fact that a 4 or 8 will not go in any one of these cubes. Why? Because right underneath, you already have a 4 and an 8 that can only be possible for this row. And look at that. Look at right up here. See, look to the left. You have a 4 and an 8. That solidifies that a 4 and an 8 can never go there. Okay, so let's try. So you want to go to where there's already a lot of numbers and it'll be easier to figure it out. So let's jump to this cube. See where that's highlighted? That's a blank, 1, 3, 8, 2, blank, blank, 4, and blank. All right, so we have a 1 in here, we have a 2 in here, we have a 3 in here, we have a 4, we need a 5. Well, let's start with the easiest. See where that 4 is highlighted? Look to the right, there's a 5 there. So you know for a fact a 5 cannot go here. All right, look to the left of the cube. See that 5? You know for a fact a 5 cannot go there. So the only place that a 5 can go is right there. But before I put that 5 in, I want you to look at something. Look to the cube to the left. See the 5? That's in the middle row. Look, jump over 2 cubes. See that 5 at the bottom row? That means a 5 can only go there. So that's another way that you can figure out how the number goes in. So you can do it this way, or you can do it by each square. There, there, and there. You know, if 5 doesn't go there or there because of this 5. You know, 5 doesn't go there because of this 5. So 5 can only go there. All right, we'll do one more row and then I'll end the tutorial because I don't want to be here too long, boring you. All right, let's see. Let's try this cube here where it's highlighted. So we have a 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 1, a 6, a 7, and an 8. All right, so let's go to this one. Can you put a 1 there? Well, it's possible. It's possible. Because we have no 1s going up and we have no 1 in the cube. Or we have no 1s in this row either. So you know for a fact that a 1 is possible there. It doesn't mean that a 1 goes there. What about this one? Nope. Because look up, there's a 1 already there. So you know for a fact a 1 does not go there. What about these bottom 2 squares? Nope, because look to the right. There's a 1 there. So you know for a fact a 1 can only go there. But we would have known that if we would have looked to the left. See a 1 in the middle column? See over here to the right? All the way to the right? See that 1 highlighted on the bottom column? That means logically only a 1 can go in one of these 2 spaces. You can't put it there because of that 1 up there. So a 1 can only go there. And there you go. That's how you figure out the numbers to Sudoku. I may do one on the medium and then hard and then expert. But no one ever taught me. I had to teach myself, so I thought I'd explain my favorite game. All right. I hope you have a great day.